We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Ready.
Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Young to throw it. Throw caught by Achane. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 39-yard.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Young. Escaping the pressure right. Young into the slide, and he's got a first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Now a first down throw for Young. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Dolphins sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Young will set to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand and relate.
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jones throw here taken in by Gesicki, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Now Jones. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Jones looking to change the play. Now Jones on 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Gesicki, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 76 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Throwing the out route, he's got Parker. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Back to throw again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Boy, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. The quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a give. Running left is Wilson.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41. 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8.
Red, yellow, steel, black.
To throw, Young. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On second down, Young again. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on, set.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Jones to throw on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. On first down, Jones. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
97. Ready?
And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll try to throw now. Young. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 28. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A-Chain on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
52 blaster.
Young off the bootleg. That's complete to Slayton. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Young now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Parker's got it for a New England touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Patriots have got it back to within a score. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami. So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previous.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton.
75 yards. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Dancing to his left. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
With the score, Dolphins 25, Patriots 20.
Ready.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Young. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
A gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready, set.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Yellow.
Young on 3rd and 2. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Okay, ready?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Young to throw it. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Young now from the 50. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now Jones. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw again. That is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 2nd and 10, Jones toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to.
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2 score. A chain hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Jones to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Ready.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing, Young. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
First down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground, but every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here it is, 4th and inches. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? Why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A first down carry by Elliott.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Jones. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Elliott will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of a team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here comes 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Young to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Young. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Steel, black. Hey, blue.
Now Young.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, break. Yellow, go.
One last shot for Young. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Pats, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to
take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds Wilson, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Rodgers wants to change the look. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 36 yards on the play.
A gain of 36 yards. And an Eagle first down.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And now an audible here into something else. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A lot to talk about when it comes to Garrett Wilson, the reigning offensive rookie of the year. Last season, really embraced the wide receiver 1 role in New York. Broke Keyshawn Johnson's rookie record for yards, and one of the brightest young stars at his position lives up to that by getting another Jets first down.
Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Nice run and some new digs for Swift, the biggest name to be dealt during this year's draft. Had some tough times in 3 years with the Lions, but the good news for him, he's now in Philadelphia and knows exactly how to get the most out of a versatile runner.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Eagles 6.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On play action, Rodgers. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. On play action, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
63. Out. Hey, let's go.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. They'll try it now with Swift. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
73.
Here's Swift.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Great.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith
Taking it in.
and the Eagles have retaken the lead.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On first down, Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he will slide down with a good gain. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Jefferson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Hall. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard there to make the grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from capturing the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review. So they had it right. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Flushed out right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This is 2nd and 8. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers.
Catch is made by Hardman.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 59 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's taken down inside the 30. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They go play action with Hurts. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On second down, Swift. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
And got his man complete.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Open man here is Conklin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime. And now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.